As a reflection on career building, it's something I've just thought of while I've been talking about this era. Don't be afraid to stick your head out and say, I'd like to be involved in that. Even if it's not in your remit or you don't think it's in your job description. If you're at the other side of that, and I've had many people working for me who have done the same thing, when you show some enthusiasm, some real sort of inquisitiveness about how things are going, I'd like to know some more about that. It really does work because A, it's interesting for yourself, and secondly, people who are hiring internally or externally, I don't know how you feel about this, Mike, but when you've got somebody who comes to you with enthusiasm and that inquisitiveness, and you can see that they've done things outside of their own box, it really counts for a lot in my book. Bringing that together in terms of what you've learnt yourself in different jobs and roles over the years to a completely different environment is one of the appeals of working, in my view. And you learn, you help people to learn because of your own experience. But if you're not actually picking up new stuff and taking on new things, you get very stale. And that's the name of the game for me, even at my age, is taking on new stuff and trying to marry up what you've learned with what you are going to learn. That's part of the appeal. Don't ignore the quiet people. I think it's easy, if you've got a big team particularly, that you've got the noisy ones, the ones who do put their hands up and everything else. And sometimes you find that some of the real wisdom is not there. It's with people who may have been around for a few years, may have been quiet, may have been overlooked almost. And if you engage with them, you're going to find out one of two things. You're going to find out either that they've been ignored because they've not been doing anything and you need to do something about that.
Yeah.
Or they've actually got a fount of knowledge and no one's asked them about it. And if you engage them, you find that you get real, I would say, nuggets of silver and gold and diamonds out of it. So don't assume, this is something that I've learned myself, don't assume that somebody tells you, oh, so-and-so is no good because they don't say anything or do anything. It's not necessarily true. If it is true, shame on the people who told you that because they should have done something about it themselves.